Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to figure out if JHS pedals are really worth the hype. Yes they are, but I'm gonna let you decide for yourself. Here we've got a bunch of their pedals that they have kindly sent to me over the past few months, and we're gonna plug them all in and test them out and see how they sound. So first of all, let's plug it all in. We're gonna mostly test these separately, but I'm gonna still put them in a chain that makes sense. Okay, so we've got two overdrives to try, the hard drive and the violet. Then there's 4 JHS 3 series pedals, some delays, chorus, and a reverb. And then there's also the flight delay, which is pretty cool. So let's start with the overdrives and then we'll go on to the modulation pedals. Okay, so let's put these aside for now and get these over here. Yeah, so I'm plugging into my interface, which is then going into a neural DSP plugin on like the default presets. And, well, we're gonna plug into my Fender American Professional 2 Dark Knight HSS Strat. I love that my cable matches these springs. We also have a guest here. This is Anton. Okay, cool. So let me load the plugin over here. I'm also going through Logic. So let's just hit record on the interface. Cool. Okay, so let's start with the hard drive. This is supposed to mimic a kind of 90s drive, so good for grunge and stuff. And let's set all of the knobs in the center to begin with, just for a sound check. So strats typically are a bit lower in the mids, so it's good to boost them and turn the bass and treble down. I'm gonna also turn down the volume and the drive a bit because it sounded like it was clipping a bit, and let's try now. And now let's try on the bridge pickup. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Now let's boost the drive a bit. That's awesome. And now let's add more drive. That's really sick, I love that. Now let's try the violet. For example, reduce the gain a lot and increase the volume. It creates this really cool like... That's pretty fun. And if I were to reduce the tone on my actual guitar, we have this like woman tone. I don't know, it's pretty cool. But I prefer to add a little bit of gain, so it's now gonna... Let's move on to the modulation effects, just so that I don't overdo these two pedals. Okay, so let's start with the rotary chorus. That's basically the Leslie rotating speaker, and it's an emulation of that sound. So let's try it. I love that. That's really cool for like dreamy chords, like. And let's try putting the intensity down and the speed up. That's now kind of a reverb. And if we put the intensity up and the speed down, it's gonna be. It's also pretty cool for. And now if we turn the speed up and the intensity kind of like that. I love that sound, it's beautiful. And there's also this room feature. And now with some reverb on that, let's try it. That immediately sounds to me like the. That's so funny. Okay, enough of that. Let's try the reverb. That's without. That's with. And you can also add more. But I usually leave it around here. I have nothing bad to say about these pedals, and it's gonna make it seem like I'm being disingenuous, but it's true, they're very good. Okay, the tape delay, love that. For a slap back. That's awesome. Yeah, this is cool for stuff like if you want to have some. Awesome. It's a tape delay. Love tape delays. And now this oil can delay. This is really fun. Let's start with the knobs at around 12 o'clock. So this is like a modulation delay. That's so cool. Okay, let's put it up a bit so you can actually hear what it should sound like. Love it. So cool. Okay, now time to check the flight delay. So for example. course. I love them, and I mean you can kind of decide by yourself whether you like them or not based off like my little demo here, but I do think they're great, and there's a lot of like different combinations that can spark your creativity, but also it's really fun. I always take one JHS pedal at least to a show when I'm playing live because they're reliable and very cool. So thank you for sending them to me. I know I've done videos in the past, but I wanted to do one that's like all of them. Anyway, so check out JHS Pedals if you don't know them yet, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Let me know if you want more kind of pedal review videos because I love doing them. I really like pedals. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.